Good afternoon, friends. You are welcome to this mobile interactive live question and answer session over YouTube. Please dial the number you see on the screen and ask any question. I just need the name of the person to whom the question pertains and the subject, one pointed question like marriage, education, health, whatever. Just one word will do, and I will try to analyze and tell you the prediction of it online in real time as you hold the line. You are welcome to ask question on behalf of others as well without any hesitation, but give me the name of the person about whom you want to ask the question and the heading of the question in a pointed manner so that I can analyze through the Prashna Kundli and give you the reply. I hope the program is coming out well, and there have been quite a lot of calls coming in, and lot of people have expressed their satisfaction through WhatsApp message and text message, and some of them have even remarked on the YouTube. If you are happy with the program, I request all of you to please subscribe to this channel and also press the bell button so that you get notifications whenever we upload a new video. And you should have no hesitation in publicizing it. Anybody is welcome to ask a question. Please circulate or share the information amongst your friends and associate circle so that they can also take advantage of the program. Today we shall discuss few points about the difference between. There have been a lot of questions coming up even in the live streaming session as well. Privately also, as a consultation process, I have been exposed to a lot of questions of similarity. Like marriage is one main subject which lot of people talk about, and one is the marriage. When will I get married and what kind of marriage it is, whether it's a love marriage, whatever, that kind of a situation. The downside of it is also true that lot of strained relationship in the married relationship is also has become a hot subject in the society, and of late every week almost I get 5 to 6 calls in that connection on that subject of marriage. Having said this, I would like to mention a few vital points. See, there are a lot of biological factors, psychological factors regarding the issue of marriage, and of late the question has been whether I will end up in a love marriage or is it an arranged marriage. Lot of young boys and girls have indicated, I do not want an arranged marriage. In fact, that is a very sad state of affairs in a way. Maybe the candidate or the person posing that question may be right from his or her own angle. But the fact remains that we need to probe into or understand a lot of things around the point of building up relationship, let alone the marriage issue. It can be any kind of relationship, be it at the workplace or in social relationship or in the family relationship. One has to understand quite a lot of vital points in building up a relationship. Nevertheless, in case of a permanent relationship of the kind of marriage as husband and wife, I think everybody has to be a lot more analytical about it. They should apply their mind. There is a call. Hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, I want to ask about my job.
Job. Hold on.
Yeah.
See, the significating planet for the job, your job issue is Saturn, which is at the moment retrograde, and it is also being aspected by both Sun, Mercury and Moon today as we are talking. At least after Sun and Saturn generally do not seem to go together well. That is the aspect or conjunction, what we call in astrology. So Sun has to move to the next house at least by 17th August onwards. That will get an impetus for that, for the job issue. And whatever efforts you had put in with any establishment where you might have taken an interview, given an interview earlier, can also, if they have said no earlier, there is a possibility of the very same company coming back to you and look, we are interested in offering, and they might bargain on certain points or express something which, negotiate with you, and then probably finally you will get a job. So as per the prediction, now Saturn is going to, Jupiter also will enter Capricorn on 18th September. That is going to be a good point in many ways, because the Aruda Lagna is Capricorn and Mars is still aspecting. Mars has got a 6/8 relationship. Perhaps Mars has to move to the next sign. That will also happen by September. So probably between August 17th to September 17th, there is a great deal of a development on this, and you need to wait patiently. And earlier companies, if they call you for a talk to you on any negotiation, be open-minded on that, and not to be stay put on your own terms and conditions. Be flexible. This is the time for you to revise many aspects of your job-related issues. Okay.
Okay. So, sir, I have given an interview on Thursday. So, do you think that job I can get?
That is a different subject. Now, interview you are given on Friday. Okay, hold on.
Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday.
Just looking at the ephemeris, be on the line. Mercury moves to Leo. It is possible that there is something good out of that interview. You can be patient enough, and if there is any inquiry further on that, better answer it and take it in the positive sense. It's likely to be favorable, but can't be too sure and sort of give you an assurance, because even the key planet, the significating planet is retrograde Jupiter, that anyway is coming to Capricorn on 18th September. That will be good. That means you stand good chances as far as that is concerned. Probably you would have got that in an totally unexpected manner. Just like that, you might have bumped on that, just like that.
Yes.
And
I was trying to ignore that interview, but they were literally running behind me.
Yeah. So that is a good point. Just keep track of it, and quite soon Mercury is still in Cancer. It has to move to Leo, and more than that, Sun has to come to Leo. That is on 17th of August. 17th August to 17th September, Sun will be in Leo. That is a good period by any means. Just wait and hope, pray God for that. Okay?
Okay, sir.
All the best.
Sir. Thank you.
So, there is a I was talking about the relationship, building up relationship, whether it is in the context of marriage or any social relationship or relationship with the colleagues at the workplace and associates and even the social relationship. There are a lot of vital points that we need to understand. It should not be just that there is a sort of a selfish interest. Of course, selfish is a very broad word. It is not to be taken in a very narrow sense. Like if we like somebody at the workplace just for extraneous reasons other than discharging our duties, like presuming that the person is a junior or even a senior, by looking into various peripheral subjects like approach, mannerism, and the method of expression, and whether he is satisfied, what makes him get satisfied, and sort of every human being needs an appreciation also when we do our duty honestly and sincerely. So that means it's just not the work output, but also, let me answer that. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. I saw your advertisement, so I'd like to have some consultation.
One pointed question I can answer in this live streaming session. Consultation is a different matter. You can give me your name of the person about whom you want to ask the question and the question.
Okay. My name is Gautam Goyal.
Okay.
And I'd like to know about my personal life, especially on married life.
That means you want to know about your married life. Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. I'm taking the Prashna Kundli in your name, Gautam Goyal.
Okay.
Hold on, please.
My spelling is G-A-U-T-A.
Can you please maintain silence? Hello. Yeah, it is the Prashna Kundli indicates certain factors. I will try to decipher that and exchange my views with you on that. One is that you should not mistake me for passing any remark. I have no interest in getting into personal affairs with anybody. To me, from the Prashna Kundli, it looks that your wife is very adamant, stubborn, and expresses opinions very strongly. Is that appealing to you? Am I right?
Yes, you are right.
Okay. And she also has a sort of I have already made a point in the beginning that you should not mistake my remarks as if something is drastically wrong. It cannot be that. She is very stubborn, very adamant, and I would even go to the extent of calling it as it's her inherent nature of being aggressive on every point, however silly or unimportant it is. Is it also appealing to you?
Yes.
On very trivial issues, she talks to you, and also at most of the time, there is no clarity. There is a sort of a synthetic approach in her talk. Is it right?
Yes, right.
Okay. Now, not to worry, she will become all right. It is a question of some time, and wait until October, November. You might find some sort of a reformation taking place in her attitude, and that will help you. But the marriage will sustain is my gut feeling and take on this subject.
Okay.
Okay. Not to worry. Just pray God. Things will be all right eventually. It may take little time because Saturn's aspect is there, and her old habits and methods may slowly die down and improve for the better. There is scope for improvement, but continue your love and affection for her. Never think of breakup or anything. It is not required. And there is the Jupiter aspect even on her, even on the Prashna Kundali that I have taken, on the Prashna Lagna Lord also there is the Jupiter aspect that is retrograde now, but it will go to Capricorn, that means go back and move forward somewhere around November. From November things should start looking up for the better, and August 17th to 17th September when Sun transits in Leo, that is the period, August 17th to 17th September, there will be definitely some sort of an awakening taking place in her life. It will be good for you also. And going by the same yardstick, December 15th to January 15th, December 15th of this year to January 15th of 2022, you can expect certain things much better, and eventually it will lead to some good relationship only, and she is very, very likely to change her attitude of a stubborn talk.
Okay.
Okay, all the best, all the best.
Thank you.
Okay. So, relationship should not be mistaken only in the context of marriage. It is there in our life on a very long-term basis in a deep-rooted manner. And we need to value the relationship, let it be with colleagues in the office or the workplace, or with our associates, our friends, relatives, and between husband and wife. See, it has to be analyzed by the values of it, not by the outer look, like the dress he or she wears and the smile, so on and so forth, which are all external. It should be, any relationship should be loaded with values which are really morally correct. That is the base of that is the premise on which a relationship has to be built. Now, coming directly on to the married relationship, this word love marriage, as all of us are aware, is predominant in the society as on today, and it is growing leaps and bounds every month, every year. What is that? Love marriage has become such a common word, and some of the youngsters or the younger generation is looking for a love marriage and sorry. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
good afternoon, sir. My name is Swati. I have a lot of uncertainty and insecurity at my workplace. So, shall I look for another job, or shall I wait for this situation to calm down?
Okay, good afternoon. Let me try to answer your question. That uncertainty will vanish quite soon. You should not be worried about the uncertainties, because on the you see, it is mainly regarding probably the assignments that you are entrusted with are being revised, and that revision you are not able to take it in the proper perspective is my gut feeling from the Prashna Kundali. And the immediate relief you should be able to experience in how perceptible it is, I may not be able to estimate, but definitely from 17th August to 17th September, your the so-called reputation or the recognition that you are expecting, that must have been your major grievance now. Though you are putting your best.
Sure, exactly.
Though you are putting your best efforts, still there is no recognition for that is your main point. And that point
Absolutely, very true.
and it is very likely right from August 17th, could be even a few days earlier itself, there can be improvement and it will continue further on. And from December 15th of this year to January 15th, there will be good things in store. I would not say that you have to look for a good job or a better job. Hang on with the same place. God will show you the way. There is nothing wrong with the present job. It is only the revision of assignments that were given to you has impacted you slightly negative. That is only psychological at the moment. Maybe you are perceiving it in a different way, but management has certain intentions to do better for you, but you need to wait for a little while because there is this Saturn's aspect on the important bhavas in this Prashna Kundli, and Sun, when it moves to Leo, its own sign, it will be transiting over Mars and Venus. That should definitely do something good for you. August 17th could be the earliest date when you will start perceptible changes, but how perceptible, it is difficult to visualize through the Prashna Kundli. But on the job front, definitely December 15th of this year to January 15th of 2022, there will be betterment in so many respects. You can just take a call at that time. Whether you will get a new job, all that, let us see at that time. There is a possibility, of course, but you need to wait and watch instead of presuming things.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
So, any relationship, no matter which type of relationship with whom, be in the workplace or in the social circle or in the family life or between the husband and wife, it should be loaded with values. Without values, it becomes very monotonous, and most likely we perceive only the selfish elements of that instead of the positive, selfish and negative elements in the relationship rather than the positive and values in that. Most often, since our own mind is not stable, fundamentally all of us lack a base of spiritual knowledge. Spiritual vitamins are required. Unfortunately, it is not available in the society, and the society is just running a sort of a rat race kind of scenario, estimating every human being by their worth of a job, the holdings, like possessions like car, buildings, so on and so forth, which really is not the spiritual way of looking at it. Of course, at that particular young age, everybody is conscious about it. Nevertheless, there is nothing wrong. I am not discouraging that. But always look at the values in the relationship rather than what we get out of it. That amounts to selfish attitude. And coming directly on to the point of marriage, unfortunately, love marriage has become a common word in the society, and many youngsters are saying, look, I don't want a love marriage. I don't want a arranged marriage. Sorry. Hello? 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 Can you speak in English because I don't know Hindi? One second, let me put on the Bluetooth speaker. Now it is on. Tell me. Hello? Can you hear me?
Sir, am I talking to Jagdish ji?
Speaking.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, actually, you have posted on comment that anyone having any consultation doubt can talk to you in Sunday within 2 to 3 p.m.
Yes, one pointed question you can raise. I will answer the question right online in real time. Just now I will answer. What is your name?
My name is Pradyot Kumar Nayak.
Okay. What is the question?
Sir, actually, I want to know about my job.
Hold on.
When will I get the job?
Hold on.
What will be its nature?
Hold on. No, when will you get a job, I can answer. Hold on. You see, there is no clarity even in the Prashna Kundli about the future of your job. It looks to me that you must have probably changed your job quite often. Does it impact you? Is it making any sense for you?
No, sir. Sir, actually, presently I am doing PhD in agriculture,
Okay.
which will probably end around after 1 year.
Okay. Then, but you
Till now, I have not got any job.
You have not got any job. That is fine.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if that is the case, you are pursuing your studies. That is a good sign. And by April 2022, definitely you will get. Anytime after March 17th, there is a possibility of getting a job.
Sir,
And
will the job be a good job, or like a government job or something?
government job, I cannot really comment on that, because government, as you know very well, the employment rate is new employees they are not taking is one national scenario which all of us are aware. And here
Yes, sir.
job is that by April, by April, March, after 17th March, you are likely to get a job. That will be possibly a job where there is exposure to knowledge. That means you might even probably like the teaching profession in a way. I don't know how far it makes sense to you. You might
Yes,
get
sir. I think it's true, sir. I'll like get a job
okay.
like that.
If you like teaching, that is a good job for you. You will definitely
Sir.
get after March 17th, 2022. Okay?
Sir.
Okay.
sir.
Okay.
Sir, will that be satisfying, sir? I mean, monetary, it will be good, sir, financially.
Yeah, after
Actually,
17th.
I belong to, sir, I'm not so rich, sir. I belong to poor family.
No. Yeah,
Till now I am not doing job, so
See-
actually very harassed, sir.
You see,
And thank you, sir. You commented me, sir. I got you.
it is poor or rich is only relative, it is contextual, and a man is rich in this world if he has got spiritual knowledge. Otherwise, everybody is poor. If people have
Sir.
spiritual knowledge, they are rich people. Materialistically, they may not have money, but spiritual knowledge can compensate anything else under the sun. That is what is required. That is the riches actually. The physical riches of counting currency notes is not the riches. It is only temporary. So you will be financially also, you will be quite well off. There is nothing to be worried about that point. God will take care of it, and you will be financially be satisfied also. Okay?
Sir, please
Okay.
bless me, sir. Sir, thank you so much.
Thank you. All the best. All the best. Bye. Bye.
Sir, if I have some other questions, then next Sunday I'll ask you in this time.
We don't normally encourage the same people coming back and forth on the same channel and asking, but you can ask, you can try your luck. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, thank you, sir.
All the best. So, when it comes to marriage, a lot of youngsters, younger generation is asking, look, I don't want an arranged marriage. My parents are looking for a boy for a girl and a girl for a boy. Is the common concept. I don't want that. I want to pick my own boy or girl is the general thinking of late. In fact, it has been going on since almost a decade, but it has increased of late because that is the kind of questions I come across almost on a daily basis, several times. So, when they say love marriage, whether it is love marriage or lust marriage, love is divine fundamentally, and lust is physical, it's biological. Just for the looks of the beauty of each other, getting engaged with each other may not make much sense, but that is what people want at their age. There is nothing wrong with their expression. But there has to be a background to that. Why do they like? It should not be out of beauty. Beauty is something age related. Everybody grows old every hour. Beauty cannot remain the same. It is not the yardstick for measurement of our relationship. It is only it's only a biological and a physical factor at that moment. It will change. It is bound to change. Whereas a relationship built over love, which is fundamentally divine, That means, to translate it into our situation, I would say an extraordinary understanding between the husband and wife. That should be the premise on which we should build up the relationship. Just because A looks beautiful to B and they get married as married, that may not mean much. How stable it is to be taken into account. Whereas a relationship built over beyond the lust, beyond the beauty, that is the one which is very likely to be stable, and that can be a real love marriage. So I am of the strong opinion, do you want to call the marriage as love marriage or lust marriage? If it is lust marriage, no objections. I am not saying anything negative. But why don't you analyze it from the point of view of the love, which is nothing short of understanding each other holistically. So much so, the two minds are merging together and it becomes one mind for everything under the sun. That should be the level of understanding, and that should be called as love, whereas lust can initiate it, try it out. That means when you are feeling that so and so could be a real life partner in so many ways, based on the factor of beauty or external looks or the possessions that he or she might have, the main point is, what about the mutual understanding on value-based understanding? You should not be understanding because of the wealth of the individuals together or independently, estimating how the society perceives his father is so and so, my father is so and so. Those are all extraneous. So it should be a value-based relationship, and if lust also is one amongst them, fine, no issues about it. But it doesn't look like that. Listening to the voice of the people who call me up for consultation, they get married in a hurry out of extraneous factors like lust, based on the nucleus of lust, and they get into problems. And we should all know that every society, irrespective of the religion, values the marriage as a sort of a holy and divine relationship. Perhaps over a period of time, we have all given a goodbye to that scenario in some way or the other. We should bring that element back into the society. There has to be a public debate on that. And the so-called, what you call philanthropists also should enter the premise, should enter the subject and debate over that and guide the youngsters. Do not be carried away by the physical beauty, but take all these points. I am not objecting that a beautiful girl should not like a beautiful boy. That is not my point. The point is, beauty is extraneous. It can be one of the factors, but not the main factor to decide a relation, to get married, so much so. And traditionally also, you see, it is a very divine relationship. Marriage in any religion or community, in any country in the world, is always treated as a holy and divine relationship between boy and the girl. Should we have any doubt on this statement? I don't think that any of you would disagree with my point. What's happening nowadays is perhaps it is not a divine relationship. They just carried away by the looks and decide something, okay, this is something, they meet, they date together and then come to a conclusion. There have been umpteen number of cases coming up before the family court across the globe. On a global level, of course, India has a low percentage of divorce cases coming up in the court, but still it is significant. In such a situation, it is not only the spouses who suffer. If they have children, they will become the victims. That means the future citizens of any country will also, their life will be in jeopardy. And the relatives of the spouses on both sides will also be, totally dissatisfied. So this is a very vital point, and people have to know there has to be definitely a public debate on the whole issue. I'll continue after taking the call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Actually, my name is Anurika, and I want to ask about myself.
About what is the question?
Actually, I'm not able to conceive, so I want to know when I'll be able to.
I did not get your question. When you will be able to?
Actually, I'm not able to conceive.
Okay. Hold on, Anurika. Hold on.
Ji.
By October, November, there should be something good. Probably it may be, I cannot be too sure of it, but don't come to any conclusion based on my statement. Whether your husband also needs some sort of a medical treatment, I wonder. That is what the Prashna Kundli is indicating. Like in terms of sperm count and things like that, there could be some sort of a medication required for him also is a possibility. How do you react to that?
Actually, I'm going for the surgery, so will that be good? Actually, I consulted a doctor, and he said that there should be a surgery. So,
is there any sort of enlargement of any particular part of the uterus, and that is what is causing obstructions for conception? Is that the point of the doctor?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is the thing.
Okay, that is good. And
Okay.
you can definitely schedule the surgery at your convenient time, and after the surgery, maybe by October, November, so things should be good. Nevertheless, for the particular case of conception, this August 17th to September 17th should be good for you in many ways. Good in the sense.
Sorry, can you repeat it from August? Which date?
August 17th to 17th September
Okay.
should be good for you. And December 15th to January 15th, certainly there will be good developments, despite some medical issues here and there, but not to worry, you will be able to get over that.
Okay.
Okay?
Most probably in this year, I'll be able to.
Yes. This year, before April 2022, there is definitely a good possibility of your conceiving, and it will be a good scenario. Yes. Don't forget us to invite for the baby shower. Okay? All the best.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, all the best. Hello? Hello, please.
Yeah, my name is Dinesh, sir.
Okay.
We wanted to ask about my property issue. We wanted to sell our property. When it will happen, sir?
Hold on. I'm just looking at the ephemeris. Just hold on. I'll try to tell you.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Now, is it that from 20th July you have become more active on the point of selling the property? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
From 20th of July, you have started taking a lot of interest in trying to sell the property aggressively. Is it correct
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is true.
Okay. Three two five 529. By 6th September, probably you should be in a good position. You might, there can be interactions now. Whoever is talking to you on the property issue, they seem to have a lot of doubts on certain issues, could be partially connected with the documentation. What do you have to say on this?
Sir, can you repeat, sir?
There is the proposed buyers, though you are putting your best efforts, they seem to think that there is some problem in the documentation. Is that correct, or is it only their assumption? You are not able to probably get hold of a particular document which needs to motivate buyers to buy the property. Is that correct?
No, sir, because there may be those who want to buy because there was a loan on that bank.
Okay.
House,
That is right.
It was under the bank, so we bought it from the bank. So
Okay. That is one of the reasons here. That loan is indicated here on the property when you bought that, you bought by taking over that loan or something of that kind, and now. Definitely by 6 September onwards, it will be sold somewhere between 6 September to about October. There is a good possibility of selling that, but still there are some points which are not clear due to number of reasons. Could be some kind of an inherent doubt about the documentation, but when the bank loan is there, nobody should doubt, but still people have a habit of suspecting something or the other, like whether the old claimants will come and claim something like that. That is the reason why it is not sold. But from 6 September to 22nd October, they're all good dates, and you should try your best. You will get whatever initiatives you have taken from particularly 20th of July will definitely yield results. Please pursue that. And people who have seen that and gone back, did not agree, they may also come back to you probably.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All the best.
Okay, thank you.
So, we're talking about the relationship between husband and wife. It is more of what shall I say, hidden values, I would call it. Going on a surface level, superficial manner, it should not lead to a relationship between the husband and wife. Lust or the beauty may be one of the components, but still the understanding has to be estimated sincerely on both the sides. It's not just one person's duty. Either of both the spouses will have to think and understand each other and then build a relationship. How far it is happening, I'm not able to guess. I don't have any statistics to quote. But the truth of the subject is just that. And when a relationship breaks up, it is just not the husband and wife relationship. It could be too selfish if they have a child or a children. Life of the children gets totally ruined in a way, because at that young age, they would like the love and affection of the parents. And if one parent is missing for some reason or the other, like because of the dispute between themselves, the child will suffer. And relatives on sides of both the spouses also will suffer, and that will take a very heavy toll on the spouses and in the society. So there is definitely a dire need for a public debate on this point in the society, which unfortunately is not happening, and only quote some incidents here and there and talk about it. See, mere talking doesn't help. It may be best to organize certain seminars, workshops, and give publicity to that, so that people understand how to build a relationship. It is just not between the spouses, but any kind of relationship. In my well-considered personal opinion, more from spiritual perspectives, the sanctity of marriage should be stressed by the parents of both spouses. It is not just the husband or wife taking an independent decision. The parents on both the sides should stress on the spiritual perspectives behind it. Of course, provided they are that much concerned about the spiritual aspects. There is certainly a generation gap between the parents and the children, and many children may not accept it. This is a practical problem which everybody will face. And once they retire, once the boy or the girl or both attain the marriageable age, society has to apply the mind onto this seriously and go for a public debate to avoid all these broken relationships. Broken relationship at a crucial age, let's say 30, 35, 40, whatever, the cream of the life of the individuals gets totally affected. There has to be a holistic understanding of relationship during the transition from one phase of life to another phase. In the college days, it is one thing, it is all fun and joke, and lust prevails a lot rather than the understanding, and that takes over everything, that supersedes or overtakes all other values. That is why it is leading to a lot of chaos in the society. And unfortunately, every week I get few cases where husband is talking about the wife, wife is talking about the husband. And there have been cases of adultery also of late, unfortunately, which cannot be shared on a public domain like this. There are lots of cases, they are suffering so badly. And the sanctity or the divinity of a relationship between husband and wife has to be invariably spread out in the society, and there are a lot of points which need to be openly debated so that the younger generation understands what a relationship means. It is not just a sort of a casual understanding. They need if they have to pass an examination, they have to study so much for their exam on a particular subject. Probably the examination of life is more important than other exams. Hello.
Hello, sir. I am Mangilal Bhattar.
Okay.
I want to know how will my business will run from hereafter.
How?
How will be my business from hereafter?
Business. Okay. Hold on. I feel your business is not really in such a bad state of affairs, but from May 23rd you must have experienced certain things not very comfortable. What do you have to say on this point?
Now this is not good.
No, I said from May 23rd of this year onwards, you have found certain things not comfortable for you on the business front. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you agree with the date?
Yes, yes, I agree. I think from May my business is not running good.
Okay. That means my answer also is bound to be 100% correct. And this is the beauty of Prashna Kundli. You just gave me the name and I could figure out when your business started reducing. That date has become significant. You have agreed to that. This is the beauty of the divine Prashna Kundli. And now going by the same standard, not to worry at all, from 18th October end to November beginning, your business will be back to normal where you are doing earlier. The same way you will be able to continue, and further from April 2022, you will be on a very strong and steady wicket as far as the business is concerned.
Okay.
All the best. All
Thank
the best.
you.
All
Thank you.
Okay. So, when it comes to building up a relationship, which is of course all the time, relationship is a generic word unless and until we talk specifically about marriage. So it is contextual. Like even a relationship developed between the husband and wife is also contextual, because in some circumstances they would have met and they take it forward from there. And as I mentioned to you already, it was just a sort of, extraneous factors which are insignificant, like the looks and the style of living, the way of talking, all this. You have to understand, they have to apply their mind holistically. It is not just one point on which we are convinced, we feel happy about it and then start building up a relationship. You have to take various factors, study each other, exchange communication in very frank, sincere and honest terms, and then take a call on that. And better to sort of understand in every possible way that is available to us to cultivate certain points as a matter of habit when we think about the personality traits of the person with whom we want to build a relationship. Personality traits are developed over a long period of time. Even as per psychiatrists it is done. And old habits never dies. If he or she is habituated to moving from person A to B, B to C like that, you have to be careful. One day they are so close to one person, another day they are close to another person. May not be the right attitude to deal with such people. We have to think a lot in that direction. And elders are being totally ignored. I'm not saying that you should respect somebody because of the age. That is not my point at all. When we open up our mind, discuss the subject with few people around us who matter to us, who are living with us, the points that we are not able to cite ourselves, they may be able to give it. And they want to keep it very confidential also. That is another point which is unnecessarily jeopardizing the life, and we create a misery for everybody around us. This is also very unfortunate, and this is not the way to build a relationship at all, in my opinion. So, the bottom line is, before we want to start a sort of a permanent relationship, like in the case of husband and wife, it doesn't matter even if it's slightly delayed. Consider all these factors, like the personality traits, the habits, the line of thinking, the method of approach. All these things has to be factored together, integrated together, which are going to impact the relationship. Then decide, and once you decide, do not think of suspecting each other. That suspicion is another point. Because of the advent of technology, or technology creeping into every nook and corner of the world and into every nook and corner of our life itself holistically. In every way, it is surrounding us. Like tracking the mobile calls when husband has gone for a shower, wife tracks, he wants to know, suspecting that who are the people who called. Like when the wife goes for a shower, husband tracks it. This sort of a suspicion is not required if the relationship and understanding is good. It will be on a concrete platform. Why do you suspect? Why should we suspect? Suspicion is dangerous. And this is also a question which is coming up before me very frequently, unfortunately. No, I saw the call log. Why should he call up? Why should she call up? And taking that as they may call, might have talked to each other. What is the big deal or harm in a male talking to a female or vice versa? So just make that, like, the famous saying, make a mountain out of a mole. A small point, it triggers something very serious. Oh, you suspected me. That is the way it goes on. And under all conditions, my only message is marriage should be an aftermath of love, which is nothing short of a holistic understanding between each other, sort of merging with each other on a platform, on a mental plane. There are no two people, two identities. It's only single identity once they understand each other. Whatever the husband says will be good for the wife, whatever the wife says will be good for the husband. They can, of course, mutually discuss between themselves without any external intervention at all. Others should stay away between the husband and wife. They should not try to poke their nose into their relationship. They can do whatever they want. And there again, many relationships are getting ruined on account of the intervention of the father-in-law, mother-in-law on both the sides. And they practically destroy the life of the boy and girl unnecessarily. So the bottom line message I want to give is, it should not be a love marriage on account of lust. It should be a marriage of love and understanding, nothing further on that. So if you like the program, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell button so that you get notifications. With this message, hoping all of you the best for the coming week. We will meet again on the 15th of August at 2 p.m. on the same number. You are welcome to call and ask any question. And you can also share the number with anybody to make a call so that I address the grievances of those people as a matter of social service to everybody. Thank you very much. Have a nice week ahead. Bye-bye.